MajorSlackAttack.
Boy, yeah, the name is Slack. Thanks for coming back. Let's walk through some more Elden Ring. And we last left off. We just finished clobbering Renala, and we are rich. We are very rich. Let's go level up. Alright, we are pushing strength to 25, and with the +5 levels that we get from Godrick's Great Rune, that's going to push it up to the key level of 30. And on top of that, we want to push up endurance as much as possible. Alright, and that leaves us 5,000 runes. And now we can start using this thing right here, the Manor Tower Shield. Because he has a required attribute of 30 strength. This is a way better shield than the one we have. Largely because of its improved guard boost. This one has 51 guard boost. This one has 67 guard boost. Guard boost is how much stamina gets wiped out when you get attacked while blocking. Okay, the bigger the guard boost, the less stamina that gets wiped out. Alright, so we can finally start using it. This is going to be a big improvement. Although it's a lot heavier, which is why we have to start pumping points into endurance to increase our equipment load. Alright, so take that out. And we are going to equip that. And it has a skill on it. We don't want to use that skill. So let's just put no skill on it. Ashes of War. No skill. And let's go with Keen. Very good. And we can even improve it to give it even more guard boost. And as you see, I'm fat walking right now because I got a heavy load. So we're gonna have to adjust our armor. Equip some lighter armor to mitigate this heavy load. And I've got it all figured out here. I'm going to go with Crimson Hood, Exile Armor, Carrion Knight Gauntlets, and the Commoner's Shoes. Hang on a second, this is my mom, I gotta take this. Hello, Mom? Okay, I'm back. Sorry, my mom's she's without power in Toronto, so you know she's 86 years old, and I told her to give me a call whenever. Okay, so what were we doing here? We were about to. Right. Oh yeah, put on these things. Okay. So what's that? Yeah, we're at medium load. That's good. Okay, but we're gonna have to start continually pump points into endurance until it gets up. Our equipment load gets up around 80, and you should definitely have the Arsenal Charm on. And something else I want this one on, and maybe the green turtle talisman. Alright, and we can improve this shield as well to give it even more guard boost. Well, we have the money, might as well do it. We got lots of smithing stones. There we go, so, well, that's high as she'll go. See, that got the guard boost up to 68. And yeah, let's keep pushing it. Now we're short one smithing stone to go up another level. Okay, so we'll leave it at that. And we're good to go. Alright, next. For everybody's benefit, but especially for the benefit of those who weren't able to get a Somber Smithing Stone 7, I'm going to show you how to put a lot of damage bonuses, or put a couple of key damage bonuses on your Bloodhound's Fang. And this starts off by going to Agill Lake South. Agill Lake South, everybody go there. And let's wait till noon. Alright, we are going to, you can two-hand this, and we are going to Waypoint Rune Cellar, which is, you see it on the map here, it's right here, almost due north of Agio Lake South. It's this complex right here, okay? There is the Mad Pumpkinhead boss, which we can easily wipe out. Even the +6 Bloodhound's Fang, no problem. Okay, let's just go blasting through these guys here. Go straight towards our... Okay, you gotta find the stairs down, that's right here. As soon as you get in, spawn the wolves, release the hounds, and roll through. Target. And that's all she wrote. Okay, so if I one-shotted him with my +9 Bloodhound's Fang, well, post a comment. If you have a +6 Bloodhound's Fang, how'd you do? Either way, you're gonna have no problems. And this will give us access to Sorcerer Selin, who's right behind this door here. How you doing there?
Are we? I wonder you should turn up here. I am Selin, a sorcerer, quite plainly. Why are you here?
Yeah, I want to learn sorcery. Kinda, sorta.
A yen for glintstone sorceries. I dare say your proclivities are far from ideal. Oh well, perhaps nurture will defy nature. With a bit of luck. But one must choose one's masters wisely. I was exiled from the Academy of Rea Lucaria. As a reviled, apostate witch. Do you still wish to learn from me?
Even more.
Well, you are a piece of work.
Yes, we are, aren't we?
Very well. You are now my protege in glintstone sorcery. But I refuse to coddle, or cast kind words. Never. Anticipate grievances, young apprentice.
Alright, and from her we can purchase this Scholar's Shield and this Scholar's Armament. This is going to require 5,000 runes. And we're a little short, so let's go make a withdrawal at the ATM. Meanwhile, we don't have a staff to cast any of these. Fortunately enough, there's a glintstone staff just around the corner. Get on your horse, turn to the left when you get out, and quickly gallop away to escape the poison flower rain. There's a poison flower rain. And push to the south here, and you're going to see this guy right here. That guy right there. Kill him, and you get yourself a free glintstone staff. Hey buddy, nothing personal. I always thought this was a random drop. Every time I killed them, I was like, oh wow, I got a glintstone staff. And then I do it again with another character. Oh, I got a glintstone staff again. I'm so lucky. This is incredible. And then I realized, you know, it's guaranteed from what I could tell. Did anybody not get a glintstone staff from that guy? Post a comment. Alright, so now we can cast those sorceries. Let's go, like I said, to the ATM, make a withdrawal. We need about 4,000 runes. One thing that we could do... No, we're gonna need that money for something else, yeah. Okay, let's wipe out 3 of these guys here. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. That should do it. Back to Waypoint Rune Cellar.
Young apprentice, you are a tad. So, now, shall we start learning?
Alright, we got the Robert De Niro now. Let's buy Scholar's Shield and Scholar's Armament. Okay, that's the way this works. You give buffs to your weapon or your shield according to what you want. So, let's say we want to buff up our Bloodhound's Fang. Put the glintstone staff in your left hand, and we have to hook up these spells by going to any site of grace. Go to the site of grace, click on memorize spell, and we have 3 memory slots. Click on that, and Scholar's Armament, click on that, and click on Scholar's Shield. There we go. Alright, now, with the glintstone staff in your left hand and your Bloodhound's Fang in the right, if you check your damage, see our damage is now 590. Okay, and with Scholar's Armament, just press it, and check your damage now. It is now 675. And if we do hand it, it's 718. Okay, so for those who only have a Bloodhound's Fang +6, that's going to help out a lot. And let's go after yet even another weapon damage, weapon buff, which can be found north by northeast of War Master's Shack. Okay, War Master's Shack. Let's go there now. This guy we can easily wipe out too, assuming he doesn't run around too much. Okay, and you're all familiar with this location here. And I'm fat rolling. What's going on here? Yeah, we're gonna have to bump up our more endurance. For now, we don't need the bow. Let's take that off. Here we go. And while we're here, might as well collect some root resin. And we're going to push north by northeast, directly towards this cliff here. Basically the same route we take to farm Smoldering Butterfly. Okay, the Smoldering Butterfly location is dead ahead. And the guy we want to take down is off to the right here. Right over that guy right there. Go kill him. Could hop off close to him and just do your Bloodhound's Finesse. That should be enough. No problem. And he gives up the Ash of War Golden Vow. Okay, gives you plus 12% damage, pretty much on all weapons. And where do we want to go next? Let's go to the Church of Ella. Ashes of War. Now, you want to put this on the lightest weapon you have, and for me, it's the hook claws. Okay, because its only purpose is going to be to cast this Golden Vow buff. Okay, so you don't want to put it on a really heavy weapon. Okay, so put it on the hook claws. Here we go, Golden Vow, and let's choose Sacred, and there we go. Okay, so now here's where you're gonna know. You got the hook claws with the golden vow, Ash of War in your right hand, along with your Bloodhound's Fang, and you got your glintstone staff in the left. So now what you can do to buff up your damage, okay? Switch over to the hook claws, right? Press the skill button, and if you switch over to the Bloodhound's Fang, check your damage, and you see that it's 658, up from its original. What was it before? Let's just, for demonstrational purposes, let's just do it proper. Wait until noon. Huh, that buff survives waiting? Didn't know that. Okay, well, it lasts 80 seconds. You can wait and the buff is still in effect. How about that? I didn't know that. Okay. Alright, so checking our damage, you see that our Bloodhound's Fang is at 590. Okay, well, my +9 Bloodhound's Fang is at 590. Your +6 Bloodhound's Fang, your mileage may vary, may be a little different, but check it without any buffs. Okay. Now switch over to your hook claws. Press the skill button. Golden Bow. Switch back to the Bloodhound's Fang, and now check your damage, and you see it's up to 658. Okay. Now we can switch over to the glintstone staff. Grease up restores Scholar's Armament, and you can see it's up to 752. Alright, so those of you who only have a Bloodhound's Fang +6, you can use those two buffs to give yourself a lot of extra damage. Alright? Now, next, equipment load. We need some money to level up endurance, and we have a remembrance from Renala that we could duplicate for some of our money, and we have to find another mausoleum. We can find another mausoleum, walking mausoleum, at Liurnia of the Lakes, right here in this section right here, and we can easily get there by simply going to Main Academy Gate. Main Academy Gate. Everybody go there now. From here, turn to the northeast and interact with this thingy here. Examine seal. And Shazam, we will get teleported to the Bellum Highway. Ooh, energy show you where that went. Basically, it just took us from here across this broken bridge way up to here. Okay, and there's a site of grace just off the left here. Definitely interact with that so you can have that available later. And here's the finger reader. She's got some important words of wisdom for us. What do you got to say?
You, please, I can read them. Your fingers, please, your
Again with the fingers. Okay. You know the rules. Keep it above the equator.
Oh, what a pity it is to be without the right. All you can do is stand at a loss, without even the half-crescents that wish to behold. Before the unmoving, unfeeling grand lift ahead. Or are you planning to throw yourself to the waters? To find the coward's passage through the dim cavern?
I find it unusual that she refers to that route. Okay, basically what we have to do now is get to the Altus Plateau. That's our next task. The Altus Plateau is this area right here. There's two ways to get there. I forget if I discussed this before in the previous video, but I'll just review that now. There's two ways to get there. We can go to the Grand Lift of Dectus, which is what she was just talking about. We have one half of the Dectus medallion, and the other half can be found at a fairly dangerous place. I did this in my prisoner run. You can go to my other channel, Major Slack Videos, and check this out. This is my actually no, I haven't done it yet. It's coming up. It's in an episode that's coming up this week that I've already recorded. I'm getting my walkthroughs mixed up here. Anyways, I believe it's Fort Feroth, which is right here. Fort Feroth. You can go there and get the other half of the Dectus Medallion. If you go to your inventory, everybody should have at least one half of the Dectus Medallion, the left half. And you get the other right half at the Fort Feroth. And with those two halves, you can use that on the Grand Lift of Dectus, which is right here. It's basically dead ahead. If you just follow this road dead ahead, you'll find it. I wonder if just for demonstrational purposes, hope you don't mind if I do this, because we're not going to do this. We're going to take the other route, but just for demonstrational purposes. Oh, that's a good idea to come here anyways. That should be a sacred tier. Totally forgot about that. Yeah, so let's grab this. Here we go. Alright, and we're going to start getting bombarded by catapults. So you'd be best to veer off to the right here. There's the catapults. Okay. Showing the east side, just go all the way up the east side here. Yeah, she calls it the coward's way, and pretty much everyone's opinion is that this is the easier way, or not, or rather, the ravine is the easier way to do things. I disagree. I think that the easier way to do things is to put together the two medallions. Uh-oh. Can we do this? Here we go. Yeah, put together the two medallions and take the Grand Lift. Okay, so once you get to this location here, you could go up the center, but there's a whole bunch of enemies there you have to deal with. So instead, or is that something else I'm thinking of? Yeah, that's something else, my bad. Yeah, we can just go off the center. Here we go. Here it is, the Grand Lift of Dectus. And you got your site of grace here. Okay, so just to recap what I just did, this is something I didn't really plan on doing in this walkthrough. I just wanted to do it for demonstrational purposes. We were there, went and discovered that, got a sacred tier, then we went over on this side and went along this cliff side here to avoid an enemy camp there that's going to be catapulting crap at you as you're going up the road. So you go up here, and then you come up here, and we have arrived at the Grand Lift of Dectus. If you have both halves of the Dectus Medallion, you can stand on this circle here, and you'll get a prompt that says Hoist Medallion. Hoist Medallion, and you can take the Grand Lift of Dectus up to the Altus Plateau. That's one way of getting to the Altus Plateau. The other way is to go down this ravine here, all the way down this ravine, and then you'll get to this this miner's tunnel here. You have to go through the miner's tunnel. Then you get to the ruin-strewn precipice, and this is kind of like a whole bunch of ladders and whatnot that you have to climb through. And then there's the magma worm maker boss fight at the end, which is actually more difficult, in my opinion, than dealing with the tough enemies at Fort Faroth. So that's what I'm saying. I don't know why everyone thinks that this is the more difficult route, putting together the two halves. But we're going to do it anyways, just for demonstrational purposes, because I did that other route on my prisoner walkthrough, so we're going to do this route on this walkthrough. Alright, back to the East Rail Lucaria Gate. Besides, going this route through the ravine and then going through the rune-strewn precipice is a lot more strategically beneficial for this guy, because we can get a whole bunch of smithing stones which we could use to level up our longbow. So this is the perfect thing to do. Alright, for now we want to get that walking mausoleum, which is why we came here in the first place. So I just want to get to daytime, it's a lot better. Get on your horse, go to the southeast across the road there, past the finger reader. Okay, you can hear the walking mausoleum now, the big bell. Okay, careful as you jump off here. There it is right there. And it's a foggy day. This is gonna put a monkey wrench into our plans here. Wonder if I can get rid of the fog. Let's just wait a day and see if I can get rid of the fog. This is a bit of a chore. Hang on. This is morning, eh? This is why I always wait till noon. This is supposed to be morning. It's still dark as hell. Okay, this isn't like the other walking mausoleum where you just whack all the crap off his feet and he goes down. You have to, this one you have to land on this thing here, this ledge right here. How do we do that? It's like you use this spirit spring over here. Okay, there's a hidden spirit spring right there. So here's what I do normally. To make sure you get directly on top of the spirit spring, point yourself south by southeast, strike that. South by southwest, okay? Not southwest, south by southwest. You're gonna run, jump off, fall down a little bit, and jump. Do a double jump in mid-air as you're falling, so that it will push you forward and you'll land directly on top of the spirit spring. Otherwise, you may not get forward enough. See that? I kind of like hit the bottom right here. If you land too far up, you'll die. So you want to get forward. Now, from this point, I don't know why he's not walking. This is very unusual. Does he only walk around during the day or what? Very unusual. The bell's not ringing, he's not walking. Here we go, the bell. Now it's working. I'm gonna have to look that up on the wiki. Okay, once again, point yourself south by south. West, run, jump, double jump in air so you go straight down on top of the spirit spring. There we go, we landed right. He's ringing his bell. And you gotta wait until he's over around in this area here. He's gotta be pretty close to the cliffs. And what you're gonna do, you should take this time to do a lot of practice runs. Just to get the hang of it. Okay, so get yourself in front of the spirit spring and point generally in the direction just off to the left of him, right? Okay, press the jump button, you shoot way up in the air. And what you're going to do is you're going to press the double jump button almost just before you're right now. See? And that'll give you some extra distance. And in that manner, you're going to land on top of that ledge once he wanders over here close enough for you to be able to do so. While you're waiting, I strongly recommend that you do a lot of practice runs to kind of get the hang of it, because you're going to have the small window of opportunity to pull it off once he's there. Okay, so do practice runs. Way up, drop almost down, all the way down, and then double jump at the end. See how you get some extra distance by doing that? Basically, just before you go below the ledge that you want to land on, you're going to double jump again to give yourself some extra distance. And push forward while you're in the air, of course. Push forward, double jump, and so you're almost there. So you just have to wait for him to come closer. Yep. Whee! Push forward. Wait for it, and double jump. And just missed it. He has to come closer. Just missing it. There's a point where, first of all, he goes like towards the cliff, and then he kind of veers over this way a little bit. And that's exactly when you want to hit it. Which is, no, he's still going towards the cliff. See, now he's starting to veer over towards this now. And, oh, just missed it. This is a good one. Ah! There we go. Done and done. So once you're here, get off your horse. Equip your Uchigatana with the Gravitas spell that we put on it earlier. And use that Gravitas spell to knock that crystal crap off. Okay? You see some more crystal crap around the door. See that crystal crap there? Okay? Use the Gravitas spell. And there's some more around the back. And once you do the 3, that'll bring them down. And see, he's going down now. It's best to go around the front because he's going to kind of pop you off. I don't think I've ever been able to stay on. Yeah, you always get dropped off. There you go. And we can duplicate a remembrance here. This is something else I always didn't know either. You can duplicate any remembrance as many times as you like. It's just that you're limited by the number of mausoleums. So I can in fact duplicate this remembrance again. Yeah, it looks like it's already duplicated that one. Yep, there it is. Doesn't matter which one. It's the matter of the value of the remembrance. So some of them are worth more, so those are the choices you're going to make. Let's go back to the table of the round table rather, and sell off.
Well, I took you no matter. Lay out your arms then.
Cha-ching, let's sell these golden runes as well.
Back already. No
Whoops.
matter.
No, that was just
Lay
Mr.
out
Fumble
your
Fingers.
arms.
You have some more chit-chat about Rodriga?
The girl has come a long way. As ever, time and technique have made her stronger. 'Tis good to see. An imprisoned monster does not deserve an apprentice. Or a daughter. But at times, that's precisely what she feels like to me. I've gone soft. And it isn't easy.
Yeah, alright, some nice happy thoughts from the blacksmith of the round table. Now, we have the money. More endurance, please. Cha-ching. And we're still in heavy load. But let's get the gear on that we plan to have on, which would be the longbow and the hook claws. Yep, 77.3. We're gonna have to bump up endurance 1 or 2 more times in order to carry the ideal loadout, which would be the Bloodhound's Fang, the longbow, the hook claws, the Manor Tower shield, and the glintstone staff. Anyways, that's it for this video. Next, we're going to push into the Altus Plateau by the method I just showed you, by the ravine. Not by the Grand Lift at Dectus, but by the ravine. Okay, so we're going to go back to this is actually closer, but I'm not sure if there's a safe way to drop down. I'm going to look around offline to see if there's a safe way to drop down from the Bellum Church. In the meantime, thanks for watching. And if you thought this video was remotely entertaining and or informative, you know what to do. Give me a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, post a comment, and I'll see you next time for some more Elden Ring. Hey guys, real walkthroughs like these are an endangered species here on YouTube. For a complete lowdown on the YouTube video game walkthrough scene, check out my Patreon page and please consider making a donation to yours truly, Major Slack, to help keep real walkthroughs alive on YouTube. You can donate as little as $1. That's $1, that's all. That's all it takes, alright? Thanks a lot, really appreciate it.